All right, everybody. We're back. We're online. Beautiful sunshiny day. We got 4 amazing gentlemen here on the court ready to go, getting warmed up. Coming up next, we have Rob Cassidy and Rob Nunnery. They're taking on Rafa Hewett and John Cincola. While they're warming up, we'll just do a quick little run through here. So, Dom, you want to start us off with the Robs?
Yeah.
Oh, that's me, John.
So first off, we have Rob Cassidy. Resides in Rochester, New York, or from Rochester, New York.
Currently, he's nowhere. He is a nomad
He
that
is a
wanders where his heart takes him.
He really does, teaching pickleball to anyone and everyone. 5'10", men's doubles record of 12-6, mixed 8-6, singles is 4-4. His UTPR is 5.594, and he currently stands at number 19 in the APP standings.
Excellent.
And his partner is none other than Rob Nunnery from Austin, Texas. Currently moved to back to Texas. 6 foot, men's doubles 16-8, mixed 10-6, singles 2-2. Number 16 in the APP standings with a 5.549 UTPR.
Yes, we're just about to get kicked off here, so we will check back in and give you guys some stats on Rafa Hewett and John Cincola when we have another little break. But we're about to get going, so we don't want to miss any of the action. Rob Cassidy and Rob Nunnery are going to be receiving serve from Rafa Hewett and John Cincola. Game 1 starting us off here, 0-0-2.
So this match, I'm anticipating, might be one of our longer matches of the day. I'm just saying it right now. All 4 of these guys are grinders. They're going to grind out some points, wait for an opportunity. Just like that. Some grip and rip.
Oh, yeah. I'm also expecting some unbelievable rallies and gets and me sort of gasping on the microphone in shock.
And we have Rob Cassidy on court, so I am expecting blood.
Oh, yes. If Rob doesn't leave a match bleeding, he didn't give it his all.
Correct. Nice job there from Rafa Hewett jumping that sideline.
0-2-2, Nunnery serving.
Nice little attack there from Rafa Hewett from a very low position. The key is he doesn't try and hit that too hard and just rolls that at the body of Nunnery for the side out. Wow, that is some great coverage from Rob Nunnery, picking up his teammate Cassidy when he went for the Ernie. Covers the court very well. You end up with this.
Three, 0-2. John Cincola's backhand cross-court dink reminds me very much of Corinne Carr's. Like the motion of it. He gets so low and just kind of scoops under it so smoothly. 4-0-2. Stretching an early lead here in game 1.
That's a great counter from Rafa Hewett off the drive from Rob Nunnery. And we got a 5-0 lead for Cincola and Hewett. This is not how I expected this one to start at all.
You'll also notice, why don't we, here, let's talk about this team briefly here during this jigsaw hydration break. We have John Cincola, who hails out of Moline, Illinois. He's currently a tennis pro, pickleball pro instructor in Crystal Lake, Illinois. Team Engage, 40 years old, so he's on the higher end of the pro ages, but at 6 feet. He's got a 9-6 men's record, 8-8 in mixed, and 11-6 in singles, number 12 on our standings list. And he, of course, is playing with Rafa Hewett, who is from Florida, currently in Idaho. And let's get back to the action. We'll chat a little bit more about Rafa in a moment. Oh.
Great hand battle there from Cassidy and Hewett. Cassidy coming out on top of that. A little come on. Maybe a little something they needed right there to get going here for Rob and Rob. It's just a little too low there, I think, for Nunnery to be attacking that ball. Hewett, a big boy on the other side, standing tall, able to hit down on that ball.
Just wide there. Rob Cassidy and Rob Nunnery actually just partnered up at the U.S. Open a couple weeks ago. I know the pros played a lot of different divisions, so I'm not sure how many they played together, but I know they played at least one.
Played some money ball before that. That's he got away with it. Hewett dumped that in the net, but I just didn't see that one ending well.
You'll also notice John Cincola has adapted a bit of a Navertil serve. They do practice together a lot in Illinois and Wisconsin. Practice partners play a lot of singles and doubles together, so makes sense he would have gotten a little influence on the serve.
Why not, right?
1-6-2.
Nice.
Wow. Everyone saw Cassidy, right? Get that ball? That's the thing, is like to be able to mentally understand that, like, because that wasn't an Ernie necessarily. He just had to like stop himself from going in the kitchen. And to be like fully aware of what you need to do and recover from it. That was
So it's almost it's a cat and mouse game that Nunnery plays, and when he dropped that ball just over the kitchen off the net, Cincola has to come in and get it. Cassidy charges the net almost as an intimidation.
He did.
Missed the easy one. Get to the hard one, miss the easy one. Happens all the time.
Well, they put a couple points on the board. 6-3-1.
Cut that lead in half. Wow, Cincola just mishit it, hits it off the frame of the paddle, but he was there.
7-3-2 here in game one.
Oh, another frame job there from Hewett now. 2 balls that Hewett and Cincola will typically not miss.
Almost seemed like he just took his eyes off the ball for just a moment.
Not on that one.
Well, like you said, it doesn't happen very often.
Yeah. Great shot there from Rafa Hewett, jumping that sideline. And a good hold. Hewett ready for that flip shot there from Nunnery.
In. Surprised we haven't seen a timeout here from Cassidy or Nunnery.
And they used one at 6-0 and haven't used one since. That's a good shot by Nunnery at the feet of Hewett. You want to neutralize him coming in and ripping balls. Get that ball down at his knees to ankles. Right there again, same thing. So you want to neutralize him, get that ball down.
Nunnery calls that out. It is hard when you're the team on the other side that's far away, because from your angle, it might look like it hits the line, and then the person on top of it, sees it differently. But it was very close regardless. Eight, 4-1.
Good try of the reset there from Cincola. Just a little too much from Cassidy. Wow, great job. Good defense from Cincola on the other side, but just a little too much from Nunnery on the overheads.
I mean, sometimes, too, a credit to Nunnery. I mean, sometimes when you just can't seem to put it away and it keeps coming back, you can, make a mistake because you start to try too much. But he just stayed steady with it and ultimately got the job done.
That's a good finish and a cleanup by Rob Cassidy. Set up by partner Rob Nunnery.
And it is 5-8-1. Inching their way closer.
A little overzealous.
It was a very short return, so of course I think Nunnery wanted to attack that more aggressively, but a little too aggressively.
That's a great shake and bake from Cincola and Hewett. Hewett with the put away, 2 points away from this first game. Just catching that sideline as Hewett's cross-court dink off the tape.
All right, 10-5. First game point here for Hewett and Cincola.
You hear Cincola go, oh, it's there. But just a little too much on the forehand flip.
wow.
Great point. Some great gets there from John Cincola all over the court there. But Cassidy and Nunnery hold off the first game point.
Cassidy decided he was going to be playing that point exclusively and said, Nunnery, please excuse me. Mm.
7-10.
Wow. Great job by Nunnery picking up even just a couple of those. Hewett was a machine. And back to a game point here for Hewett and Cincola. Let's see if Nunnery and Cassidy can hold them off one more time. And that'll be game one. An excellent job by Cassidy and Nunnery, however, closing the gap there and definitely making it a little more interesting, but ultimately game one going to John Cincola and Rafa Hewett. We are going to take a very quick sponsored break, and we'll be right back for game two.
15 seconds.
All right, we're back here. About to kick off game two. Our teams have switched ends. Rob Cassidy and Rob Nunnery serving now to Rafa Hewett and John Cincola. Quick side out there. It's going to be Rafa Hewett serving here, 0-0-1.
Nice little two-hand
Nice
backhand
spot
flip
too, right
from
at that shoulder area on Cincola. Quick side out there. Cassidy and Nunnery are going to hope to get out to a lead here early and stay there.
Great jump by Nunnery. Wasn't able to get as much on it as he wanted, but he got enough on it to cause Hewett to miss-hit that and hit that out. So that's the height that Nunnery needs that to hit that little roll he has. A couple in the first game, he was hitting from too low of a spot right there. That was about knee height. Perfect spot for him to hit that shot.
All right, Cassidy and Nunnery managed to get on the board first. Hewett and Cincola looking to answer here, 0-2-1. Nice job by Nunnery keeping Cincola back there. Those deep shots.
Great drive there from John Cincola, keeping that ball nice and low, unattackable on the other side of the net. Good hands over there from DJ Young on the sideline, catching that out ball.
I think we're going to be seeing him on center court in a couple matches here.
Oh, it's going to be a lot of fun. Love watching him play.
Oh, well, Cassidy is on the ground,
Right.
so
Blood or no blood, still don't know.
1-2-1. We're in game 2.
Great hands from Rob Cassidy there on the flip from Cincola. All over it and ready to go.
1-2-2.
Two, 2-1. Definitely a slower start in terms of the scoreboard here compared to game 1. Good pickups by Cincola there. What? Oh!
Wow. Absolutely incredible point there.
Holy cow.
A lot of jumping across the sideline, kitchen line,
Wow.
everything. A little bit of it all.
Ooh.
A little woo-saw from Rob Cassidy. Timeout from Cincola and Hewett. At
The Robs are getting hot.
5-2, Nunnery and Cassidy up here in game 2.
See a nice little crowd shot over there. We got a good amount of people watching here at Lefferson Park, Middletown, Ohio. If you're in the area, come on down. Watch some of this great pickleball action. You did say this would possibly be a longer match, Dom. We
did.
could be looking to go to 3.
There's some long grind out points. There's some quick, hand battles. There's a little bit of everything. We got some Ernies, some ATPs, a little bit of it all in this match from all 4 of these players.
All right. Back to the action. Oh, perfect setup that he gave himself.
Mm-hmm.
Little flip from Nunnery that ultimately resulted in a bit of a pop-up.
That's
See
a
right there?
great replay right there.
Put it away.
Little pat on the backside from Cassidy to Nunnery. Nunnery got exactly what he wanted there. Just missed it. He knows it. Not too upset about it because he knows that'll be there again. Okay. Cincola listened on the second time because Hewett was right. That first one was out. Cincola played it, but leaves the second one.
3-6-1.
That was an exaggerated out.
It was like a yell mixed with a calling the ball out.
Yeah, a little bit.
Just mashed them together. Hewett and Cincola on a bit of a run here. Now just second server. So 4-6-2. Cincola serving.
All right, they got two more back there to get within two now. Yeah, it's not the bad or not the wrong decision. It just not the right execution from Cincola. Oh, that's all set up from Nunnery on his extremely hard dink to the backhand side at Cincola's feet. Put pressure on with a purpose there. And we got an 8-4 lead. Wow.
Ooh-wee.
Some great hands on both sides again. Cassidy's fired up here in this second game.
I did actually think, John, I saw him over there as well and was waiting to see if the ref saw it also. No one ever thinks they went in the kitchen, though, Tom.
No one's ever been accused, and no one's ever been guilty.
Good coverage by Nunnery, but ultimately still Cassidy wasn't able to get on the court.
No, that's a good shot, though, from Nunnery, or Cassidy putting on the pressure at 10-4. Absolutely. Why not?
It's a game point here to take it to a game 3. Too low. Too low.
Too low and 2 holds on game point for Hewett and Cincola.
Bit of a deficit to make up here for Hewett and Cincola, but a little I formation. Oh, Cassidy's on the floor
Rob's
again.
Down.
Ooh.
So the question is, so Nunnery went down, said something, and
Cassidy went down.
I'm sorry, Cassidy went down and said something, and Hewett was stopping. He's saying he was stopping play when that happened. I think he almost thought that Cassidy got hurt on it. He said something that I cannot say.
Basically, he's asking, is that not a distraction?
Correct. He's looking for a hindrance.
And the ref is saying, part of normal play. Stabbed, explained it to Hewett. Of course, And I love actually what our ref just said. He said it is distracting, but that doesn't necessarily make it a callable distraction. You know, I'm sure Hewett's not going to agree with that call. But ultimately, you play on, Dom. You gotta move on. You gotta set it aside, and even if it's something you don't agree with. And here's game point again for Cassidy and Nunnery.
So I like that timeout. The timeout was taken by Cassidy and Nunnery up 10-4. And so they took the timeout being up just to kind of regroup after Cassidy went down, and pays off, and they win 11-4.
And ultimately, you know, you just saw Cassidy and Hewett kind of, you know, tap paddles, do a little, you know. Of course, Cassidy didn't mean anything intentionally.
No.
He knows that, you know, it did distract Hewett, but ultimately,
Yeah,
you know,
they're
rules
talking
are
about
rules
it.
and calls are calls, so.
They're talking about it right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's all course of, you know, sports and play and sportsmanship and all that. So, you know, at the end of the day, they're gonna be cool with each other. So, it's just, you know, in the heat of the moment and in battle, Dom, you wanna, you know.
And it's my fault. I jinxed us by saying this is going to be a long match, and it is.
I mean, this is your fault.
So going into game 3 here, you know, Cincola and Hewett had all the momentum after the first game, and then Nunnery and Cassidy came out swinging in the second game and took that one 11-4. And now going into game 3, you know, let's see what we can get out of Cincola and Hewett if they can put that behind them, that last couple points, and see if they can get on the board early here because they're serving first.
All right, Hewett and Cincola on the far end. We will switch ends at 6 during this game 3, whoever gets there first. And Cassidy and Nunnery on the near side. Zero, 0-1. So we're getting into game 3 here. This is a quarterfinal match here in the men's pro division.
Great third shot drop there from Nunnery at the feet of Hewett, putting that pressure on. Oh. Nothing wrong with that. You know,
Hewett instantly knew that he should have let John take that.
But even Cincola says, I like it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good play, I think, you know. It happens sometimes, you know. You get dialed into a point and... Oh, first lob of the day. Whoa. Let's look at just some of the incredibleness that happened during that rally.
Oh.
That pickup from Nunnery all kicked off with that beautifully executed lob from Cincola, but
Right.
also within that rally, 2 switches from Nunnery and Cassidy. Good talk over there, good communication, letting each other know where they were and what they were doing.
Rob getting a little overzealous right there on that point, but again, he's engaged fully now into this match.
3-0-2, Cassidy and Nunnery out to an early lead here in game 3.
So hard to go at Cassidy with pace because his hands are so good. He gets so low. He almost gets everything back. So it's very tough to try and speed up at Rob Cassidy.
His hands are everywhere.
And especially when he's engaged and in a point, you know, active, it's just hard because he gets hot and it's tough to get him out of that rhythm. Like that right there. I mean, he's just feeling it right now. I think Hewett and Cincola need to go a little more at Nunnery at this moment. Cool off Cassidy.
Oh no, oh no. I mean, to be fair, he was going into the fence anyway. What an effort from Hewett. Great hands on both sides.
4-0-1.
It's not working, the hands battle at Cassidy. He's not missing. I mean, if there's ever a definition of someone being dialed in, it's Rob Cassidy right at this moment. It's a great job by Hewett. Again, keep the ball away from Rob Cassidy right now.
5-0-2. We will switch ends at 6 if Cassidy and Nunnery get this, and they do. So it's a built-in timeout here as they switch ends. They have a minute, so I was definitely going to suggest Cincola and Cincola and Hewett take a timeout.
You get the free
if they
one
weren't
here.
already going to be getting one. Potentially should have taken one earlier, Dom, when Cassidy was getting real hot. But, you know, who knows if they were just knowing that they got this timeout after 6 or what the case may be. But we're going to switch ends. Cincola and Hewett will now be on the near end. Cassidy and Nunnery on the far end. Going into this end change with a 6-0 lead. So, like you said, Dom, is the game plan for Cincola and Hewett just sort of keep it away from Cassidy right now?
Yeah, you can't. You have to. You cannot go at him right now with how he's feeling and how, you know, into every point he is. We got to involve Rob Nunnery a little more at this moment and see what we can do, because right now going at Rob Cassidy is not the answer.
Yeah, they heard you a little, Dom.
Maybe.
0-6-1.
Now they just need to get on the board.
Oh, there was a little confusion in the middle there. And we got a point on the board here for Hewett and Cincola.
Get that monkey off their back.
Now time to get a crooked number on the board. They'll be all set. Just everything he puts his paddle on is gold right now, no matter what happens.
Let's see if we can. Oh, there's Cincola with the. Man, Cassidy was just saving his face on that block. That was unbelievable.
There it is. Hewett sitting on that backhand. Nunnery attacking from a low position. He does like that shot, but just some of these are a little too low to be attacking at that moment.
Again. What's happening over there, Tom?
Some unforced errors, some uncharacteristic errors from Cincola on the last couple points.
He loves him some Ernies, and it's just it's almost like there's too much hesitancy.
So it's there for Nunnery on that ATP, but the only problem was ball hit the line and kind of skipped off it and went a little out of his reach. He ends up hitting it off the end. Cincola's in a little funk right now. He's got to get out of this quick, or else this one's going to get away. There it is. Love how low he got to hit that overhead. Just making sure he got that over the net and down for the winner.
Cincola almost picking up the tweener there. Now Nunnery and Cassidy have an opportunity here to put the pressure on even more, and that'll do it. Oh, we got a cracked ball.
Rough. Even down 8-2, Hewett goes, oh, that's why.
Ooh.
First mistake in a while from Rob Cassidy. What we would call a heat check there.
8-2 though here in game 3.
Oh, some uncharacteristic errors from Cincola late in this match.
Oh my. I didn't even see Nunnery came out of nowhere for that Ernie. Let's see. There he is. There he is. He just came out of nowhere. Wow. This is match point here. A little surprised there was no timeout from Cincola and Hewett at any point, but all right, they survive.
One hold.
This match point. Big hole to dig themselves out of here, though, at 2-10-1 in game 3. That'll help.
Been done before.
Sure has.
Will be done again.
And
I like it.
I do, too. An instant timeout from Nunnery here.
I absolutely love it. That is just awesome. One serve, 1 point. We are not letting this get away from us. We're taking this time out. Perfect.
I mean, they're not even going to talk or anything. There's nothing to talk. It was just like you said, you know, you got them to use. You're on 10. You know, you don't want Cincola and Hewett to get any kind of momentum at all. So we'll be back from this Jigsaw hydration break. Speaking of Jigsaw, I saw Mr. Patrick Sullivan Jr. was watching. He's up early this morning to get his pickleball fix.
He's probably got 2 or 3 TVs going right now.
That's true.
Here we go. See
right.
if Hewett and Cincola can keep this going a little bit and get back into this match. All right. There's a battle won against Cassidy. Hasn't happened very often. But again, Cincola getting on top of that ball. Great job.
Ooh, Cassidy with the. That was like an
Wow, this
Althoff
is-
Merchant-esque. I mean, after.
Rafa Hewett joking around goes, that was pretty good. I've seen better, though.
All right, and we're back to a match point here for Cassidy and Nunnery.
Fourth attempt.
I see my mother's watching. Good morning, Mama.
Hewett and Cincola on life support here. Fifth match point. Good leave.
They brought in the paddles down.
Yeah, clear.
They're back.
Clear.
It's like they have these points of brilliance and really locking in, and then the next one just kind of.
Gets away. That's a great drop from John Cincola, changing up the pace there. Right at Rob Nunnery's feet.
5, 10, shoot.
That's a good
Oh,
spot
nice
from
spot.
Nunnery. All right, I got the paddles out again, Lauren.
I mean, every time they can't close the match on 10.
Match point number
Just more
6.
pressure that builds.
And that'll do it right there.
Cassidy gets the job done. Excellent match going to 3. Ultimately, Rob Cassidy and Rob Nunnery are our victors here. Rafa Hewett, John Cincola will drop into our consolation bracket. We will take a very quick break. Dom is going to head on over to the studio and chat with the Robs, and then we will be back on championship court number 1 for our next pro match. Don't go anywhere, guys.